This is the hotel we stayed in Austin, Texas. It's the Fairmont, Austin. So this is the Fairmont, Austin. This is where we're staying. So we're in Austin, Texas, and we're having lunch at Terry Black's Barbecue. So we're in Terry Black's Barbecue restaurant, and this is what we're having for lunch: beef brisket, turkey, and various sides dishes, which looks absolutely delicious. Hi, good morning. This is Mr. Paul. Welcome back to my channel, PJF Our World. Today, me and Jean, we're in Austin, Texas, and we're going to San Antonio to see the Alamo. So we're going on a boat cruise. It'll take like 1.5 hours. When we get there, we'll give you a grand tour.
This city has 1.4 million people.
Okay.
Austin has 1 million.
Oh.
There's a nice mix of houses on the street. Some old, some new, some mansion-like, and some a little more modest.
Yeah.
Permanent residence.
Okay.
1870s, 1880s. So there's a lot of these. Ooh, they're finally working on this one. There's a lot of French Revival style homes,
Oh, okay.
colonial style homes. And if these houses were this close to Austin, they'd cost twice as much. Compared to Austin, these are a bargain.
What time they start work? At 9 o'clock?
Yeah, most people start.
Yeah.
Depends on the business, but 9's pretty
Yeah.
standard. It's supposed to symbolize the relationship between the U.S. and Mexico.
Okay.
And as confusing as that sculpture is, that's how confusing the relationship is.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
visual metaphor, because no one knows what it's about. We got a shady parking space today. We're doing good.
Oh. Is that the blueberry tree?
If there was just a blueberry, if we were just in the shade of a blueberry tree, it'd be better, right?
So this is the Tower of the Americas. It's similar to the CN Tower in Toronto. So this is a view of the city of San Antonio, and this is a view from the Tower of the Americas. I would. Oh hi, me and Jean, we're in the Alamo. Formerly named, it was named Mission San Antonio. Now it's called the Alamo. So this is the Alamo. It's located in San Antonio, Texas.
But then Bowie got into the slave trade. So before Jim Bowie ever came to Texas, he'd become a very wealthy man by buying and selling human beings.
So this is the Mission San Antonio, which is now known as the Alamo.
In San Jose. There's the church facade. We're standing right about here. We parked right there, and we came up, walked this way. This was originally a religious place, and they needed security, but they didn't want it to be a fortress. So when the clergy designed this place, they put the church out.
So this is inside the Alamo. Which was originally known as Mission San Antonio. It's now known as the Alamo.
As it stood in 1836. And of course, we're standing in this building. That's the church. Yes, we're standing in what this was originally a mission, and within the mission there was a church, and this is it.
So this is one of the old missions, yeah, Mike?
Mission Concepcion.
Mission Concepcion.
And it's the most intact of all.
So this is Mission San Jose.
Yeah, little, what's that?
There it is. There it is. It's a hummingbird.
Oh, see, right.
See how fast its wings are
Yeah,
flapping?
yeah.
That's the Alamo. That's the one where we got the picture earlier. This is where we are now. And you remember I told you how they took the horseshoe in the river, dug a canal,
Yeah.
made it into a loop.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the first time anybody ever had that idea. They did it down here with an aqueduct. The church did 300 years ago. They built an aqueduct, created a little island out of a horseshoe in the river, and that would have been your prime farmland where you made the artificial island. They had been marginalized into this less favorable territory by the more powerful Comanche and Apache tribes. It's amazing. These are so fresh right now. Down this wall it'd be almost a mile. The Coltecans had never built permanent houses before.
Mm-hmm.
They would travel seasonally to go where the resources were.
Yeah.
So we'll go in this first thing. Kids were given permanent structures and wheat, which I think that's the essence of civilization, as we define. What is civilization? It's agriculture in permanent houses.
Yeah.
And essentially, the natives were given civilization as they what it was at the time.
So they used to live in here?
No, sir. This was a defensive bastion.
Okay.
Just like in Europe, they put defensive bastions on some of the corners. The church didn't want too many soldiers in their missions, so there was usually just 2 or 3 soldiers stationed here. And at its max, they had about 350 natives living at the mission here. And 90% of the wall is made up of these little apartments.
So that would be their bed, yeah?
That's an example of how the native bed would look like. We'll see one in the soldiers' quarters. The pictures. So y'all aren't gonna do any like native activities, like harvest any wheat or grind any corn?
No, not today.
Not today. We'll just go to a restaurant instead. In front of us, that upstairs with the arches was originally the convento where the clergy lived.
Oh, okay.
And the downstairs was where they had catechism. is the one we saw from outside.
Yeah.
There's another gate right behind these
You
flags.
could take a picture of this.
It's right there too.
Yeah.
So the garden was meant to draw people into that school
Yes.
and bring them into the fold with the church and everything. And these guys should have this open in a little bit. The little gift shop. It's operated by the church. It's got the pointed arch.
Yeah.
My personal observation is that was a position of authority.
Yes,
It looks
yes.
very Roman.
Yes.
And that's where you give a speech from.
Yes.
That's where you can oversee the whole operation.
Yeah.
And with these gates in the road right here, it was also a strategic point. If you were up there, you could see down the road in both directions.
Yeah.
And the clergy's residences are upstairs. So that was definitely a position where rose window, we know it was carved in 1775. So while George Washington was building his army to fight the British, this place was in full operation under Spain. But they are there to commemorate the dozens of unmarked graves that are in here. My buddy Leonard back there, who waters the plants, he's a member of the church.
Where's the bell coming from?
It's a recording in the tower. He told me some of his grandparents are buried under the floor of the church. And if you walk through there, they keep corn, beets, peppers, tobacco, squash, melons. I bet you a bunch of cherries too, but they wouldn't last long. I bet you if you dried them out, they'd be like crazy. The church, with their, as organized as they are, they had calculated how big this should be, how much it would hold, and how long that would last. This looked like when it first opened, when it was first completed. The convento upstairs back there with the arches had the nice front porch. This one storage section on the end was the clergy's kitchen and dining areas. So that was first class accommodation. Set up. The soldiers usually brought a family with them. And their kitchen would have looked just like a European kitchen with the same iron cookware and soap and maybe a little wine every now and then. The lead friar, you know, he came in here to this area with 5 other friars. So with 6 highly educated, faithful, motivated men, they founded the city of San Antonio. I mean, it was called Bayer originally. But by bringing the natives into the fold and teaching them how to build walls and how to grow wheat, they created a city with only 6 men. He looks like George Washington. And I've seen plenty of portraits in museums where people look like George Washington. It was a compliment. It meant you're a person of virtue. So you don't need any cogs or gears. That shaft goes through the floor and connects directly to the stones. After the water would turn the wheel, it would exit here by the stairs and go out and irrigate the crops.
Okay. Wow. That's good.
But the original stone was about 4 feet across. The way this works, you put the whole grain into that big square funnel. And then it would fall into the wooden pan that's laying on the stone. Then you can move the funnel out of the way. Swing that crane over, attach the double hook to the metal ring on the stone. And so your crane is essentially holding the upper stone. But please take a look. I'm going to stay out here though, because I'm not supposed to talk in there.
Is it?
As a guide, they ask me to come to the guide.
Okay.
So this is inside the San Jose Mission. So we're now going on a boat ride along the river. So we're going to give you a grand tour. And as you can see along the river, on the walkways, there's plenty of restaurants all over the place. So this is Mike, our tour guide.
Except for the rivers and the mountains.
So we're making our way up to the boat, where we're going on a boat ride.
By the way, everybody, this is an actual river. It does go up to 20 feet deep. Also, if I say look left, it's this way. If I say look right, it's this way. That way you don't look at me like this.
That one already left.
And also,
Diode, 1 hour continuous music. We cover number 10. You got tickets Monday night. I'm sorry. How you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome to San Antonio. Welcome to the Riverwalk. I'm your captain. My name's Joel. Out here they call me Joel, tour guide. About 30, maybe 40 minutes here. Any teachers on this boat here by chance? What grade? That's again, okay? All right. Kid, you're in charge of the ass chest, okay? All right. Kid, you're in charge of the life preserver. There's only two. One for me, one for you. All right. The rest of you kids, no smoking, no vaping, no running up and down the aisles. You guys ready to go? All right, you guys. So first, we're tour of the river. I mean, if you've never been here before, my friends, this is the San Antonio River. She was discovered on June 13th of 1691 by a Franciscan priest and some explorers known as Father de Massanet. They came in on June 13th of 1691. Had every intention of not stopping here. They were going to go further up. They encountered an Indian tribe known as the Payaya Indian. They call the river Yanaguana. Well, hey man, stay. Okay. So they named the river here on June 13th of 1691 on the feast day of St. Anthony, San Antonio de Padua. So this is not the actual spring. The spring is just 4 miles up north in Carnegie University. If you guys have plans to go to the zoo, you'll be about a quarter of a mile to a mile away from the actual spring. When I was a kid, Mom, I'll be back. Where are you going? I'm going to Jimmy's house. We're going about 15 miles to go to the swimming hole. Gen Xers, that's us, you know what I mean? So I did it yesterday. I left it out. Somebody, you didn't tell me about the Selena Bridge. If you've seen the movie Selena or heard of this young lady's name, she sat on that bridge. She sat everywhere here. Jennifer Lopez sat there one time, 5 takes. Never been to San Antonio, never been to the Riverwalk until she got to part of the movie. Selena, she grew up here. Lake Jackson, Corpus Christi, as a teenager here. I met Christopher Perez from the west. We're from the west side, you guys. We're from Maverick Elementary, Longfellow Middle School, Jefferson High School. He met Selena 94, 95-ish through Shelly Vadas, another young lady from San Antonio, about this big, Little Miss Dynamite. On a Saturday afternoon, American Bandstand, Soul Train, Johnny Canales from Corpus Christi. There's Selena. Bitty bitty bamba. Chris, come here, look. He sees her. Wow. 6 weeks later, he met the brother, and then 6 months later, he's in their living room. Selena! She died 30 years ago. March 31st, 30 years since she passed away. 54 years old. April 15th, she died at 23 years old. Straight up, look at the building, right about here. Look up, look straight up. See that? The first fully air-conditioned hospital in the world in the year 1929 by Wills Carrier. You know who was later born there? Retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, comedian Carol Burnett. In 1992, she's born here. I've been working here already for 4 years. Grows up on the south side of San Antonio. She did 10 movies for one franchise, and she did a couple of them for Disney. Her name is Michelle Rodriguez, Avatar, and Fast and the Furious. She was born here in 1992. Carol Burnett was born there too. She grew up on the west side of San Antonio. Grandma picks her up, takes her to California. She takes me to the restaurant. Now my boss, Tim Bertina. So right now we're coming into the River Square. If you were to take this hotel away, you guys, the Alamo is right on the other side here. In fact, take all this away, we're going 189 years ago, and there's only the Mission, the river, and the cathedral. This is where they fought it out. March 6, 1836. Get this. Santa Ana didn't even stick around to see the Alamo fall. What happened, he came in 3 days before his men. The chuck wagon, him, 2 lieutenants, and the cook. So, as he's coming in, they already had sent some scouts. Sam Houston had a feeling this guy was going to show up early. Sure enough, he did. And what happens? He's coming, he's coming. So, Sam Houston sets him up with the Yellow Rose of Texas. She's a bright-skinned, yellow-boned girl. She's doing this. She's in the plaza, dancing. He comes in, they see each other. And what does she do? Spices it up and goes like this. Late 1700s, early 1800s. It later became home to Alex Haley, Tommy Lee Jones, 18-year-old kid, John Schneider, TV show, Dukes of Hazzard. Livable, up here. All these are livable. Up there, apartments, condos, 2 5-star restaurants, the rest are 4.5 star. You guys want to get local this weekend? The Coyote Ugly, just like the movie, Dance on the... You ever remember that big 3-liter bottle called Purple Passion? Yeah, I know. That young lady right there, stargazer, she's looking 300 years into the past through the star where at one time this used to be Mexico. The man that did the job, Pedro Reyes, guys. Half is marble, the other half is volcanic rock right there. On New Year's Day, she turned 1 year old, you guys, New Year's Day. Yeah, you gotta be short here, man. You gotta be short. The NBA Spurs. Urban Mitchell, Silas, Doc Rivers, Kobe Dietrich, they all play ball here. If they weren't in town, like when they usually go on a 19-day road trip around February, this is when we get Disney on Ice, Ice Capades, Ringling Brothers, all in Globetrotters. This is when they would perform here. Today, folks, these are all convention rooms booked to 2033 for conventions. Shows off later, you know, take your shoes off, get yourself an ankle-high shoe, high water. Go back there. As of March 1st, Yanaguana Civic Park has been opened up. Back there, folks, it is spectacular back there. There's still remnants of the 68 World's Fair, gondolas with the sky rides, a couple of German houses, the first German school, back there. Go back there and take a look, folks. Look around. It's beautiful back there. Do this. YouTube, Hemisphere 68. You're going to see all this on YouTube, guys. It's amazing, you guys. Remember the internet back then for us? Inside the Bell House, 1 hour dual revolution up there. That's the one that bumped off the Seattle Space Needle. We get bumped off the one in Vegas called the Stratosphere. Biggest one in the North American continent, the CN Tower, Toronto, Canada. 2,000 feet on a windy day. It sways like a tree. It's got 3 decks on it. The 3rd deck is glass bottom. No, wait a minute. You know who built that one? CN Tower and the one over in Las Vegas? The lowest bidder. Lowest bid always gets the job done, man. Who built your house? Lowest bidder. Who built the new addition? You, the brother-in-law, the neighbor from across the street, with the Heisman Trophy winner on the boat. Colorado Buffaloes were here to play against BYU for the Alamo Bowl. But yeah, that was he was right on the stage. He's a nice guy. I mean, I got to talk to him, so but yeah, nice guy. I've seen a lot of cool stuff. His own artwork. What's he doing? Bringing kind of home to the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Briscoe ends up being the former governor of Texas, 74 to 78. He was actually born an hour and a half away from here, down Highway 90 in a beautiful little town that makes it use every day, you guys. The little town is called Uvalde. Alright, because at the right place at the right time there. Yeah, you know who's coming in town, right? Are y'all here for the weekend? Shakita's coming in. We're going to be doing a video here Friday night. We're doing a video overnight. She's going to be showing the video at the concert and stuff. So Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, buddy. In the year of 1993, my friends, we had almost over 200 women in one spot, right there. They stayed here overnight. Who were they? The Miss America pageant. In 93, 94, 95, the West End held them here. The pageant was over at the Toby Performing Arts Center. This right here is NBA movie stars, rock stars at one time were staying here too, folks. The lobby and throughout the hotel is adorned with the furniture from two 17th century castles from Manchester, England. In 2023, they redid the bar right here. If you guys are staying here, kudos. The company wants to pay for it. It is gorgeous. They got king bathrooms next to that Shigo's restaurant. All right. What else do they got? When they built the Riverwalk, this wasn't supposed to happen. All right. So I'm going to give you the hookups, okay, guys? All right, people, this is it. We're coming back to the dock. We're going to end the cruise. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Hope you did a good job. If by chance you kiddos are going home, be safe. You're going to stay here tonight. Sleep with the angels. God bless all of you, my friends. I hope to see you guys back here again on future visits. If you enjoyed the cruise, please come out this way. If you did it, hang out with Sister Squad. They're going to push you off the boat. All right? Yeah. If you think I did a great job, folks, tipping the captain's accepted. It is appreciated, you guys, but only for a job well done. If you do not want to be on the internet, on America's Most Wanted or anything like that, you better buy pictures from these guys